Hello, my name is Rebecca Picasio, and this is my TED Talk on company research for Tesla Incorporated. Let me ask you, the audience, something to think about as you sit there comfortably in your seat. The most significant discussions you have can be said to happen where? Now think about these important interactions as a reflection of time spent with loved ones. Where do they happen for the most part? I think we could all love to say that the majority of meaningful moments happen in the comfort of our own home. I believe that to be the case as well, but I will argue that just as much as we save discussions for later at home, our impulses and need to communicate means that we, out of necessity, time constraints, or simply on our way to a destination or function, have these essential talks in the comfort of our own vehicle. As the human race, we are interesting creatures that follow patterns, traditions, and social norms. This leaves very little time for communication that is practiced or fact-checked, but it may be the only sentences or words we can say to friends and family before it is time for the next responsibility. Was the last "I love you" said to your children as they got out of the car for school? Did you call the office about some project or meeting through a hands-free headset in your vehicle? This is where the car or vehicle is more than a form of transportation, but a habitat of existence. If we are to live, grow, and find happiness in this life, we must pay more attention to what we as human beings think a car or vehicle is or capable of looking into the future. The following company summary is a review of Tesla Incorporated. I have chosen my target organization based on future relevancy, trend-setting product, and innovation of an existing industry. With these attributes in mind, I feel like this company, while gaining market share in the automobile industry, has the potential to reshape and design their organizational structure as it goes along, depending on which factors prove more in line with the company's mission and purpose. From this stance, we can review organizational processes and characteristics that will respond to internal and external business changes. This is where I see so many potential opportunities for Tesla now and in the future of their company. Meeting successful leadership organizational needs could be a challenge with ongoing changes that face the workplace, the personnel, and the industries we operate in the next 5 years. Tesla Incorporated is a company that, along with its supporting business Solar City, is making great strides in the area of sustainable energy. I have decided on Tesla because as the business has grown, multiple media stories highlight the growing pains of such a brand new company trying to create a foundation. Here I believe we can engineer some organizational behaviors that will help manage Tesla and the staff for the better. Tesla itself has been around since 2003, founded by 5 innovative engineers who include the current CEO and the face of the company, Mr. Elon Musk. Tesla concentrates on the mass production of electric cars that aim to not compromise on the style, the speed, or the substance of the gasoline counterparts that we have relied on for over 100 years. The new technology that makes electric cars a reality is responsible for a systemic shift away from the world's dependence on oil. Our modern way of life, supported by oil as fuel in all modes of transportation and primarily as an energy source that powers factories and warms homes. When creating a new product that is a direct competitor to an already popular or seemingly necessary product in the market like the automobile, an organization must focus on meeting company goals within the brand new structure of a growing concept for the company. The long-term success of gaining market share in the vehicle industry and cementing Tesla as the premier electric car manufacturer will be assisted by defining how to lead this revolutionary organization. It is an exciting time for sustainable and renewable energy concepts right now. The world is facing dwindling amounts of natural resources due to the large population of the world and overuse through dependence on these modern conveniences. Worry over climate change and the frequency of catastrophic weather occurrences like hurricanes suggest that the human race needs to do more. Being responsible means developing new ways of living for different options to sustain the quality of life we want now and in the future. At the present time, Tesla has an inventive product that is gaining ground in the scope of going green as a better environmentally friendly option for consumers of vehicles. The first being is an electric car, as reliable as powered with a gasoline engine and having the capability to mass produce an electric car on the level that the public demands. For a company with a brand new concept, new product, with the goal of sustainable energy, these features must be mentioned closely by senior leaders of the company through organizational standards, or the business could falter. Tesla, as a company, uses electrical power to build the Model 3, the Model S, and Model X while operating, but has designed and is building the Gigafactory that will make a giant leap in the manufacturing of vehicles. At the moment, as the solar installation continues, it's also still using power from the local grid, but all of the elements of the factory's design and the eventual switch to 100% renewable energy will help Tesla shrink the carbon footprint of making electric cars. This is because the production of batteries needed to power the Tesla vehicle is the most expensive part and also commands the most energy to produce. Having a brand new type of factory should make Tesla focus on how this factory will be run. Tesla can implement a global perspective on technology and business through its manufacturing and service, technologies, and be an example for the rest of the business world. Through technology, Tesla has made a physical good in the form of vehicles and intangible service in the way of solar panels that produce energy. 3 specific areas of technology worth noting here are, number 1, the shift towards a service-based economy. Number 2, the growth use of technology for competitive advantage. And number 3, mushrooming change in the information technology. Tesla is at the forefront of all 3. New technologies lead to the notion of corporate governance and the framing of ethical issues. Tesla has a prime opportunity to further the structure of how the business world sees social responsibility. Businesses assisting each other for the betterment of the whole world while valuing the public and the success is important. The triple bottom line position is that a corporation can and should be evaluated not only in the terms of its financial bottom line, but also in the terms of its environmental bottom line and its social and ethical bottom line. When environmentally it has a purpose, the social ethical measures it is taking to be a profitable company under the leadership and CEO is lacking. Elon Musk stepped down as chairman of Tesla after being fined for suggesting that he would take the company private and was charged with fraud. A CEO is the single most important factor in establishing leadership approaches and direction for a company. A study tracking CEO time from 2 Harvard researchers found that chief executives spend 25% of their time speaking to others and building relationships, 25% of functional and business unit reviews, 16% on organization and culture, and 21% on strategy. Since Elon Musk is one of the most founding engineers and is so instrumental to the design of Tesla batteries and vehicles, it may be a good idea to transition to a path goal theory of leadership. Here we can establish general guidelines that follow leadership qualities surrounding the multiple situational factors that also impact the position and the conduct of the rest of the employees working for Tesla. To do this, we identify the main 4 kinds of leader behaviors known as directive, supportive, participative, and achievement-oriented. This theory of leadership covers most implications for a new company like Tesla and can involve with new features if needed. Now we can focus on the organizational structure for Tesla. Being an automotive manufacturer based in California, where the main plant is surrounded by a high availability of power charging stations, it would seem like Tesla would be both a functional and a divisional organizational structure. Tesla is a small company that is growing in scope, so I believe now in this time for a shift into a fully integrated matrix organizational structure. A matrix organization is created by combining a functional structure with a project or a product team structure. This is perfect for Tesla because we have 2 main components: the technology that makes the car go, and then the operations of building the automobile. Adjusting to a dual reporting relationship can be challenging, but as long as communication is open and expectations and goals are shared, the problems can be minimized. Once implemented, the structure will be responsible for an increase in customer service, adaptability to the new processes, and each project manager will have the expertise to make decisions. This suggests the type of leaders or project managers we need would be accountability, positivity, and a good communicator. In conclusion, I believe the greatest challenges facing the leaders of Tesla Incorporated in the future are not adequately building an organizational structure that builds on the innovation of technology and standards or functional structures of the past. Tesla Incorporated has an updated concept for a promising product while zeroing in on the benefits of the ability to manufacture the battery, which is one of the most important components themselves. Tesla Incorporated moving forward needs to adopt a matrix organizational structure to assign separate project teams to work on all operations that are behind. Doing this will allow them to keep up the pace with the innovation it has created in the form of the new features in its vehicles while staying profitable and meeting consumer demand. Now is the time to ignore half measures. When it comes to innovation, a business manager does not look at a glass as half full or half empty. They should ask themselves, why is the glass not full all the time? As a business, we are not operating at full capacity or efficiently, so this problem for our brand new concept product is ours to fix and discover the solution through proper organizational behavior. Thank you.